Alright, I just checked out the Thunderbolts and I am absolutely surprised. Hello there, namaste. So I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting much from this movie. You have a bunch of pointless characters who are introduced in movies that either weren't well received or in series that are just gone and nobody knows, and it's just, who cares? Why should I care about these people? Turns out the reason why they're there is to be removed because they know too much. The politician who has enlisted them is trying to get rid of them so she can move forward and not get impeached, which is a weird storyline, being afraid of being impeached. Bill Clinton was impeached, yet he remained in office. Impeachment means nothing if the person doesn't step down. But she's afraid of getting impeached for some unknown reason. But it's not so much the villain that makes this film great, but what makes this film is Bob. Yes, but it's primarily the characters. The characters in the actual real story of this film. The dealing with depression, the dealing with loneliness, the dealing with going to work and returning home, drinking yourself into oblivion, realizing you're alone, going back to work. A lot of people can relate to the message in this film. And Bob's the fun guy. But that's the thing, this is a film that's absolutely fun to watch. You have entertaining moments, you have comedic characters, but all of them are damaged. All of them are fractured. All of them don't get along, but because they don't get along, it just works so well, and they learn to get along. Of course, this also has the storyline of Superman 4, if anyone remembers. I think it was Lex Luthor or some villain got the DNA, a piece of hair, of Superman and created his own clone of him, a super being, super powerful. Yeah, they've got their own super being, super powerful that they have to fight, but not fight. Even the end battle sequence where they're fighting in like a dream sequence, there's a ton of entertainment there. As dark as it is, they were still able to throw in some entertainment moments because it's dealing with like each character having to deal with their past. You have Bob, who's doped up out of his mind in a chicken suit, beaten up the Thunderbolts, introduced in between all these dark scenes, and it's absolutely entertaining. This film knows how to maintain its momentum. It knows how to bring you down, and then immediately in the next scene, you have another character bring it back up again. That's how you do it. You don't have one character being dark and moody, and then that very same character being comedic the next sentence without someone else bringing them out. They all bring each other out of their morose feelings because they're just all terrible people and they don't care about each person, but at the same time, because they're that way, they make each other feel whole. But who is Bob? I mean, that's the question everyone's asking. That's what this film is all about, Bob. Bob is by far the heart of the crew, because the second he's introduced, he's throwing up because he saw someone die right in front of him, and it is absolutely entertaining. The way he's portrayed is just so well done, and I find it absolutely enjoyable. Every scene he's in, he's just like one of those characters like, I could be friends with him, I could get along with him, but it's like he's also very moody at the same time, and it's like, oh, it's one of those temperamental ones. I think that's what I like about it, because the true villain isn't the politician, the true villain isn't the super mutant human person, the true villain is the darkness inside us all, and that's something we all can relate to. It's one of those things where we have to look at our past and we have to accept it and move forward. It doesn't matter if you were in a wheelchair. It doesn't matter if you were bedridden. It doesn't matter if you were taking 30 some odd pills every day when you were a kid. The true victory is being able to look at the mirror now and go like, look at where I am at now. We all can relate to those kinds of things. We've all had darkness because one of the characters, the one we're following throughout the story, she has struggled to look at any positives in her life. I mean, heck, we're introduced to her venting to someone she's contracted to kill. That's how down she is. She can't see any positivity in her life. And I gotta say, that was fun to watch. I hate narration, but when you're introduced to the fact that, oh, she's not narrating, we're just seeing what she did to get to this point, and we're just hearing what she's saying to this person. You go to work, you go home, you drink, you go to work, you go home, you drink, you're alone. Like, all that stuff is just like, yeah, who else has a full-time job? Who else constantly is busy working? And yeah, Yeah. We really need more films like this which actually have a true meaning, a true message. Not a film where it's been shot and reshot and reshot and then patched together in the editing room. It feels like it's actually progressing throughout. We know what the villain is. We know what each character is dealing with. They're dealing with their own demons. And they're happier for it at the end, because they face the devil in them. But I absolutely recommend people go out and see it. It's something worth watching. It's actually a Marvel film with a true message, and I never thought I'd say that again. It actually has a valuable post-credit scene that makes me excited for the next film. I mean, when was the last time we had something like that? Yeah, I'm recommending this Marvel movie. Who would have thought? Who would have thought I would actually be recommending a Marvel film? Oh, I thought this was gone. I thought I was done with Marvel. I was not expecting this film to be any good. I was absolutely pessimistic about this film coming out. It's like nobody cares about it. Nobody's talking about it. Yet, I guess it's one of the best films they've come out with, and they were just trying to release it without letting anyone know, because maybe they were ashamed of how good it was. Maybe they're not expecting Fantastic Four to be as good. I don't know, but it makes me excited. It makes me excited, and I haven't felt like this towards a Marvel film in a long time. Who knows? Maybe Marvel does have a future. Well, but time will tell. They always seem to take 2 steps forward and then jump backwards on their back. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, like that.